Give me my sugar shack. I should have some stuff in here. Look, look, look. I summon the power of Thor. And also the power of blue. Beep up, beep up. What? I'm okay. How the heck do you work? Careful. Cutting this will require great precision. Alright, I think that's everything. Red nether brick walls. Hello and welcome. We here at Restus Farms Incorporated are proud to announce our newest exhibit, Coup, generously brought to you by an anonymous donation. This coup has everything a chicken will ever need, such as a bench for resting after a hard day's work of walking around and eating seeds, as well as a garbage bin so we can keep the enclosure clean. We at Arestus Farms Incorporated are incredibly grateful for this generous donation of chickens and know that it will serve us well in the future. And so once again, thank you for choosing Coo as the world's #1 leading organization in chicken handling. Hello and welcome. You cannot see my face at all. Actually, you can't right now. Look at me. Look at me go. If you're wondering what all that nonsense was at the beginning, I've got a bunch of ingredients. We got a whole bunch of stuff for the build that goes right here in the middle. You can see I've actually lined it up with those bamboo. I just have one problem. I don't want to start the video off with a time lapse. You know, the underside of this kind of looks like a smiley face. Yeah, you don't even have to squint. It's right there in your face. Also, I have figured out a new trick, or at least I hope it's new, because that way I can trademark it. The actual trick in question is that with the soul speed enchantment on soul sand that makes you go really fast, it continues in water. Like, you see how I'm like really fast? Is that? Tried it. You can't catch me. I'm too speedy. Aha. No, no trident. Yeah, see how fast. You see how fast this is. Take note of this, and then look how slow this is. How would this work with a dolphin? You think it could be extra speedy, which will reach speed levels previously thought impossible? Also, if I go out of the water, I'm still speedy. I can't seem to find a dolphin. You know what? I'll get back to you on that. I will fully admit this was just an effort to procrastinate. I don't want to start building today's building. Not yet. Wait, if I'm procrastinating on this video, wouldn't that mean just not working on it? Why don't I just... you know what? Fine. Let's find ourselves a dolphin. I'll be honest, that was easier than I expected. I'm still in flight mode, but I just... No, I dropped the lead. Okay, this is quite fast. How far is this? How fast is this gonna be with the soul speed enchantment? Did I break the lead? I broke the lead. Easy does it. Yeah, man. Woohoo! Okay, I'm actually kind of scared to do this. This was incredibly fast. Alright, ready? Let's go. Whoa. I broke the lead. I've already broken the lead. Dude, this is fast. Look at this. Where's the dolphin? Hold on. Wait. I've lost the dolphin. And I've lost Nightwish. Actually, where did he go? I think I've lost him. He's gone. Genuinely though, that was fast. That was so fast. I have lost the dolphin though. I don't know what happened to him. Anyways, now that I've sorted that out, I feel like there's something I should do. I know. I haven't checked on Dome yet to check on any changes. There's a harvest tent thing there. It's been like 2 episodes and I haven't checked on it. Okay, there's not actually that much that's been changed. I think the biggest change is this. He's lowered this. This was up. This used to be up 1 block. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this change. I had this 1 block up, first of all, to make it seem less claustrophobic. Is this how tall people feel? And second of all, it was so people with wings could actually fly while they're in the middle of it, which is possible now. I mean, they can kind of. Can I? Wait. Can I fly? Okay, I can barely fly out of here. Thanks, Pedro. Now, of course, I was only commissioned to build this. Whatever he does with this is for him to decide. Alright, let's get back. Ever feel like you should really be doing something, but you just can't tell what it is? Alright, enough stalling. Let's actually build this thing. Let's go. Alright, I see you there with the skip button, skipping forward like a boring person. Watch the goddamn time lapse. Come on, man. And as we climb up the waterfall of this great building, through the gateway we reveal the house. Surrounded by nature's embrace, leading us into an actual interior this time. Who would have thunk it? This building, as you might have seen in the time lapse, is simultaneously been pre-planned for a while now. You still can't see my face. This place has simultaneously been planned for a long time, but at the same time, it was just put there on the spot. Mainly talking about the nature stuff that like over there, and also this guardrail right here. I'm having a hard time believing this whole part, wasn't a part of this originally because it fits so well in it. I built this and I was like, that looks like it's been there the whole time. It's not. This building might also be the first build in this that isn't omnidirectional. Like the wall is basically the same thing repeating over, and this whole layout here is going to be repeated. Just when I finish the actual thing, it's not gonna look like a bunch of It's not gonna look like a bunch of boxes throughout. It's gonna change. But yeah, this is the first one with an actual front, the back, and sides that are completely different. And also obviously all the nature stuff is different. Although that's nature. That's how that works. And a unique problem with that is that every side of it needed an entrance, which I realized that a bit late because this has a grand entrance and then everyone else just has a door and stuff like here. I've purchased a door which leads into this room, which we'll get to that in a minute. We have a door here as well, just tucked in there, which leads into a very small room. And on this side we have a door a lot more camouflaged in my opinion at least. And this is where we do all the maintenance. Yeah, pretty small room. A bit bigger than before, but still small. And you might have to watch your step. Moving on to the actual interiors, here is the first part. Kind of a walkway, you can see a bamboo farm over there. That continues up there in this glass roof. So this room isn't as cramped and you can feel like there's more space than actually is. This part is on purpose. I've just left this open as an easy access to whenever there will be an interior over here in this big room. We got this big room entirely dedicated to sugarcane. It's a sugarcane farm also. And if you're wondering what this tub of honey is for, ask younger me. I built it with a purpose. I've just forgotten it. There seems to be a lot of clicking. I genuinely can't remember, but do you mind? Thank you. I genuinely could not tell you what this... Do you mind? I remember building this with some sort of effect in mind, and I don't... And due to not remembering what that is, I have no idea if it actually accomplishes that. And then we have a tube, because, why not have a giant tube here? I've been a big jerk, because the next room is only accessible by flight. Yeah, this is the room above that one. You can see more bamboo. This bamboo is used to power this furnace. Super smelter thing. I'm gonna be real with you. This is the most basic super smelter ever. I assume most people know this work, aside from maybe this system right here, if I can get up here. The more complex part about this is probably this system right here, which is my attempt to make all the bamboo collected for fuel to spread evenly across all furnaces. The way this works is that this crafter right here with these two clicks off, like you can click to this, and I've done a great mistake. What this does is effectively set a set amount of blocks, and when it reaches that number, the piston will retract and let it out. It goes back as you saw just now. Moving on, we have just more decorations here. This wall looked kind of empty without it. Now there's a window into the next room. I've left this completely open just for quick, easy access between the rooms. And yeah, you can also access this with here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really have a purpose for this room. This is a temporary thing. I've just put a bunch of items in a test. Really great with words if you haven't caught that yet. This is a temporary chest, just something until I get an actual sorting system. And this room leads to the final room, the nature room. This is the room with the door from earlier, and the idea with this room is that because the city is constantly being attacked by by a bunch of monsters and stuff, like that's the basic lore of this world, of this city. The people in this city have grown a fondness for the nature stuff that doesn't want to kill them. So they've effectively recreated or brought this over to just keep it, just stare at it because it's nice. And so we've got a nice little pond here with a tree and a techno gizmo thingamabob that's trying to nurture and heal it and stuff. That point with the nature is more emphasized than in here with the whole nature river circling it. I do also want to mention this this river actually continues on into this secret cave. I wonder. And finally, I've saved the best view for last. The underside. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. This whole build looks so much more complete now that I've got this build together. I'm so happy with it. As long as you ignore that thing, we'll be fine. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making this video. It's actually surprisingly funny doing that procrastination bit.